everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. I've recorded this video about 3 times now. I honestly, I really don't know how to present this, so if this comes out as a bit of a, gibberish mess, kind of, if it's kind of random, just know that I really have no script for this. I just really don't know how to make this video. Basically, some stuff has happened with NoahProductions. As you can clearly read in the title, NoahProductions quit. I was gonna save it until later in this video, but there's no other way of saying it. NoahProductions just flat out quit. But here is why he quit, and I honestly feel so bad that this had to happen, especially in the wake of all the videos I made, but you know what? It happened. There's nothing I can do about it now. Basically, all of this drama started with a video I made a couple weeks ago called Zipcast is Coming Back. People were kind of surprised, but not too surprised since Zipcast has come back 4 times already. Then I made a video called New Info on Zipcast, which had some info that NoahProductions had given me. And that video, got the ball rolling a little bit. A few people started talking about, the oddity of Zipcast, kinda. And then Zipcast's new ownership popped up into the world, and long story short, that one got 130 comments at one point, caused so much controversy in the comment section, and right now, a ton of people deleted their comments on that video. It's only showing 103 now, which, the fact they say it only shows 103 is absolute insanity, but it did have 130 at one point. It caused so much controversy. And of course, there were so many comments on that video that my video called Zipcast Confusing Lies and Ownership, which I only uploaded a couple days ago, I recorded that for 21 minutes. It took me 21 minutes to read every single comment on that video. It was absolutely insane. But all of that stuff is not as strange as the aftermath of all of it. What happened to NoahProductions exactly? Matt2 explains it in quite a few comments, so thank you Matt2 for this information. I cannot believe I missed all of this information on the original VidiNation post I made my video about a couple days ago. But I'm just going to read the thread exactly as it is. I've been trying to sort of edit it in a weird way, but I just can't do it. So here is the thread exactly as it was written. It said, "You didn't mention how it's been confirmed the blacklist in the new team was fully confirmed to be debunked after I called NoahProductions." So that's how this all started. Basically, he called NoahProductions after the blacklist and the new team was debunked. And of course, I replied to his comment saying I had no clue about it and I wanted him to give me the play-by-play. And this is what he said. He said, "It was mentioned later on the same thread. I'm not sure how you missed it. I joined the VBF Discord and asked Am about him. After I declined Am contacting him for me, as I figured it'd be quicker if I asked him myself. Am gave me his Twitter and I sent him the following tweet." And this tweet said, "At the Noah official or NoahProductions, have you seen the comments in this video? You have some explaining to do." And of course he links my video about Zipcast's new ownership. And of course he sent it to NoahProductions. And it says here, "A day or so went by with no response, so I figured I'd DM him, but discovered his Twitter was gone. As I was still in the VBF Discord in case I need to ask Am to contact him for me as a last resort. Am said he went crazy due to being deceived and deleted his Twitter." And he also links a screenshot after this. And in this screenshot, it shows Matt2 messaging Am. His message says, "Am, hey, so Noah didn't reply to my tweet, and now his Twitter is gone." And then Am replied to him saying he deactivated his Twitter for some reason. He found out that Alex was faked and he was deceived and he went crazy. And this comment thread continues on here saying, "However, I hoped on VidiNation to share the news, only to learn I was late to the party and that Am for whatever reason had twisted the facts a bit. A simple enough mistake really though. I mean, it really is a simple enough mistake for how much crazy crap has been going on recently." But then he says here, "As Noah had contacted Knowers or Am, not sure which one, Spider-Fan said Knowers posted this to the VBF Discord and left this wall of text." And basically, this is the one that is really, this is really surprising hearing it, especially from NoahProductions. In this screenshot, it says, over a year ago, this is what Noah Productions is saying. He says, over a year ago, I started my YouTube channel to become an animator. I lied to people and deceived them too. I was a horrible person, but they kept sticking with me and supporting me. Eventually, around December, crap started hitting me back. Karma, to be exact. People started to change around me. And he says, I'm not blaming them, it's my fault. Eventually, I just kind of snapped. I stopped talking to friends in late February, and I wanted to mysteriously disappear. People kept supporting me, but I wasn't supporting myself. I offered to help out with a website called Zipcast to see what was going on behind the scenes. I was greeted by somebody by the name of Alex. He was the co-owner. Eventually, I found out he lied to me. He was not a real person. At this point, I just had enough. I kind of snapped. I stopped talking completely, but eventually decided that I needed to talk. I'm not depressed or anything like that. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm leaving the internet for good. Maybe I'll start a new account, but for now, I will stop making and posting videos. I guess this is a goodbye. Thanks for sticking around. Noah Productions. That is exactly what he said on his Twitter. I don't know who he messaged it to, but that is what it said. And of course, the story just keeps continuing. Spider-Fan then posted the following from the VBF Discord, and it has 2 screenshots here. And then I'm going to show these screenshots in a second, but then Matt2 says, and thus ends this story. At least unless Noah comes back anyway, but that's really a different subject by now. And of course, these 2 screenshots, let's get into this. Basically, Noah Productions says here in the first screenshot, he says this: well, over the past year, I've made a lot of friends in the art community, and alternative community, etc. Alternative website community, etc. I've wronged those friends and I feel bad. I have tried apologizing to them, but it never feels right, even if they beg to differ. I figure, why hurt them more? They don't deserve it. So I decide I won't be able to hurt them if I don't talk to them. So I'm leaving. May come back, but I'm leaving. I'm just like Lewis. Absolutely terrible. I'm sorry. And then in the second screenshot, and I assume whoever he was DMing asked what was going on after the first screenshot. So the second screenshot here says a lot of stuff. I won't go into details, but I've lied, scammed, and betrayed them multiple times. And that is what has happened to Noah Productions. I honestly just feel really bad about this whole situation. I mean, I really, really do. I mean, with the screenshot that Noah Productions had first sent me on pretty much the second video I ever made about Zipcast, what was it? It was possible new information on Zipcast. When he sent me that screenshot, I was ecstatic, and I could tell that he was ecstatic too, because, you know, this was information that he dug through to find out, and at the time, it seemed so legitimate, and it seemed, you know, real. He seemed legitimately happy, like he was getting some truth and kind of some closure on this new Zipcast situation. And this is why I feel so bad for him. It's because he's essentially beating himself up over what somebody else did. He's blaming himself, and he's blaming himself for hurting the community, when really the only person that hurt the community here is Lewis. Because the way I look at it, Noah Productions didn't lie to anybody. At least he didn't mean to anyway. The only person who lied here was Lewis, or whoever was behind sending Noah Productions that information. Whoever sent Noah Productions that information, essentially what happened in retrospect, somebody lied to Noah Productions, deceived Noah Productions, and Noah Productions believed it. He thought this was closure for everyone. He wanted to put out closure for everyone and just make things better for the community. When I think about it, he's not really the one to blame here. Lewis was the one that started all of this crap. He sent Noah Productions this fake information and in the hopes that Noah Productions would keep the ball rolling, and Noah Productions did. None of this was Noah Productions' fault, and none of this would have happened if Lewis just told the truth. If people just told the truth to Noah Productions. He feels like he's deceived and lied to an entire community because someone else lied to him. So instead of closing off with my normal outro, I'm just gonna close off with this pretty much. Noah, if you're watching this video, just come back. I really do want you to make a really good comeback to this. I know you may not want to be on the internet right now, but in the small chance that you do watch this, all I want you to do is just come back. Just come back to the community, because I'm pretty sure that all of us in this community believe that what you did was completely innocent. It wasn't your fault that all of this crap happened. And I really don't want you to beat yourself up over what somebody else did, over somebody else's lies, over somebody else's betrayal. You don't have to beat yourself up over that, because we all know that you were completely innocent in this situation. So with one simple request, I just asked you, Noah, please come back to the community.